coverage of local municipal elections here throughout the county, throughout the area. Jason Green and our local political guru, Aaron Ellison, joining us tonight live in the studios of Piper Peach Media. We thank you for joining us. We have some returns that have already made their way into the office, and we're waiting for others. Aaron, it's been a busy day for all of us, but especially local politicians trying to gain access to city councils and to the mayor's office.
Absolutely, Jason. I know I was out in town a little bit here in Clanton today, especially around lunchtime. There was a steady stream of people making their way into City Hall here in Clanton. A large turnout here for the city of Clanton today. And that's also what we're hearing from the city of Jemison as well, that they had a very large turnout today. So the numbers are up for municipal elections. That's always good. A lot of races, 2 mayor's races on the ballot here in the county. And like we said, one of those up in Jemison. Jemison is selecting a new mayor for the first time in almost 22 years. So definitely something to keep an eye on as we make our way through the evening this evening.
And I don't see any reason to pause. We'll get to the Jemison mayoral race in just a moment, but let's take a quick look, Aaron, if you will, at the returns we have for the Thorsby City Council. 3 seats up for grabs tonight: seat 2, seat 3, and seat 5.
Absolutely, Jason. The returns from the city of Thorsby for seat 2 on the Thorsby City Council. 3 candidates that were vying for that seat: Chandler Moon, Vicky Payton, and Trent Ray. Chandler Moon took 29 votes, Vicky Payton at 62, and Trent Ray with 79 votes. Neither candidate met the 51% mark, so on September the 23rd, there'll be a runoff in that district between Vicky Payton and Trent Ray. Seat 3 of the Thorsby City Council saw David Klein versus Crystal Smith there. David Klein took 104 votes, Crystal Smith at 61, so David Klein will be the new city council person representing District 3 for the city of Thorsby. In District 5, you had Logan Caron at 97 and Kathy Johnson with 67 votes. So Logan Caron will be representing District 5 for the city of Thorsby.
Aaron, and we do have numbers back in the mayoral race at Jemison. So if you are a resident of Jemison or have some involvement in this, go ahead and gather around. I know there's still folks just finding out. Baden Little was on the phone with Jonathan Varden a little while ago, and Jonathan had not heard any results until he talked to Baden. So, I think Piper Peach must be doing something right to be getting returns in that way. We will have more as we go. But I do know for a fact that they are watching live. So good evening, Jada and Jonathan. We do appreciate that. But these are the numbers that we have for Jemison in the mayoral election, and there will be a runoff on September 23rd. We have Jonathan Varden getting the most votes today in the mayoral election with 301, and then Rex Biddle with 211. So Varden with a 90-vote lead there. 3 other candidates tallying votes: Jackson with 16, Donna Manasco with 74, and Sam Reed with 99. The 2 top candidates, a candidate has to have 50.1% of the vote.
That is correct.
Neither one managed to get that, but as the 2 top vote getters by percentage, they will advance on Jonathan Varden and Rex Biddle into a runoff on September 23rd. Our congratulations to both of those candidates as they will advance into the September election.
And Jason, those 2 candidates are, if you look at those totals, the vote difference there between everyone and what those top 2 candidates did. A large turnout for that race, succeeding Eddie Reed, like I said, who has served as mayor there for well over 2 decades now. So this drew a good bit of interest, but very clearly tonight the voters of the city of Jemison have spoken that these are their 2 leading candidates, as you said, who will face off in the month of September. So either Varden or Biddle will be the next mayor. One of the two will be the next mayor of the city of Jemison.
And that is not a surprise to us. We, based on the number of people that were in the election on the ballot, we really felt like this was going to end with a runoff. And we're not surprised by the two candidates either. Just based on putting your ear to the ground and paying attention to what was being said in the community, no one really found fault in any of the candidates, but these two had consistently risen above the rest just in terms of name recognition and the number of people talking about them.
Absolutely, and when you're dealing in municipal elections, just as little as 3 to 5 votes can sway a municipal election one way or the other. So when you had a field of 5 candidates vying for the mayor's seat there, it was going to be just about impossible. And like I said, good candidates, all 5 good candidates, good traits. And we knew it was just about going to be impossible for one candidate to reach that 50% plus 1 vote margin there. And like I said, so we're looking at that runoff that'll be decided on September the 23rd between Jonathan Varden and Rex Biddle. So two good candidates to step into that runoff.
As you're speaking, I was checking to see if I have any more results. I do not at this point. The only other result we have is out of Maplesville, the one contested council spot. Aaron, you have that in front of you.
Yes, that's the District 2 seat for the town of Maplesville over in western Chilton County. District 2, John Bo Moore had 22 votes, and Audra Childers with 17 votes. Mr. Moore is the incumbent there, so he will continue serving District 2 for the town of Maplesville.
We will actually be speaking to both Rex Biddle and Jonathan Varden in the next little while. We foresee being on the air probably until at least 8 o'clock at this point. So Baden is working behind the scenes to set up those particular interviews. We'll do that live on the air as well.
And just so everybody knows, what the other big race that's garnering a lot is the Clanton mayor's race. And we ask everybody to be patient as those results come in, because what I tell people a lot of times is the polls close at 7, but law does provide that if people are in line at 7 o'clock, they do get to vote. And of course, those tabulations can't begin until after the last ballot is fed into the machine and poll workers go through their closing process there. So, like I said, it indications that there's been a large turnout for the city of Clanton today. So I'm sure it's taken them some time to get all that pulled together and get those figures posted and out to us. So if you're joining us this evening and you're waiting to hear about the city of Clanton, just stay with us this afternoon, be patient. And as soon as those numbers roll in, we'll be the first to get them to you.
As we wait for those, this has nothing to do with the local election that I'm about to share with you, but a local athlete today has gained 2 more major Division I offers. Nehemiah McCary, that had offers on the table from Auburn and Alabama and Nebraska. We find out today that the young man from Maplesville has received offers from Mississippi State as well as the University of Miami. So we were able to watch him play this past Friday night in the Kickoff Classic at the Crampton Bowl. And the good news for this young man just continues to pour in. So we're proud of it.
It's good anytime that you can see students that come out of our local schools here to step out on a regional or a national playing field there and be able to further their education and in some cases go on to make a career out of a sport they love. So that's always good when we see our kids out of our hometown schools have those kind of offers.
Information coming in right now. We're going to pause, take a quick break. When we come back, hopefully we will have one of the candidates from Jemison on the air with us. I suppose that'll be first come, first served. Baden will line those calls up. But you're listening to municipal election coverage live from the studios of Piper Peach Media in Clanton. We're back with more in just a moment.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you. Whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss, Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
And we're back live at the studios of Piper Peach Media in Clanton, Alabama, bringing you election night coverage for municipal elections throughout our area. I'm Jason Green, along with Aaron Ellis tonight. Joining us live now on the air via phone is Jonathan Varden, the top vote getter tonight in the Jemison mayoral election. This will go to a runoff, but Jonathan Varden comes away with 301 votes tonight, 90 votes ahead of his runoff opponent, Rex Biddle's 211. Good evening, Jonathan, and congratulations.
Thank you very much. How you guys doing tonight?
Doing very well. The question is, how are you doing?
Amazing. The last 48 hours has been quite a humbling experience. All the outpouring that I've been given, the phone calls and texts, and to see that the city voted me number one in the polls tonight, I'm elated about it.
So, going into this election, what has your feeling been leading into today in terms of really where you stood?
You never know. I talk to people every day, and so many people have been so good to tell me that I'm doing a great job. But you never know in the end. You never feel like you're doing enough.
Jonathan, is someone who's run a campaign, you're right, the 48 hours leading up to it sometimes can get very overwhelming. Kind of just walk our listeners and viewers tonight kind of through what your last 48 hours has held, because I'm sure it's probably started before daylight and gone to after dark. So
it has. Sleep hadn't been part of it. The last few days have been difficult to get any of that, but just outpouring of text and phone calls, people praying for me, encouragement. It's meant the world to me, and I appreciate every voter that came out today and voted. And I just want to let them know we need to get back out again. I know people get lackadaisical about that and don't show back up for the runoff, but we need everybody back in the polls September 23rd.
Jonathan, and there's three candidates who have been eliminated tonight from the race there.